Welcome to the Wall of Wisdom. Today, I want to share with you a short story. It's more than just a story. It's a reminder, a gentle lesson, and a gift of language you can carry into your daily life. As you listen, you'll not only feel the meaning of resilience, you'll also learn 5 new English phrases that will help you express yourself with more depth and clarity. Imagine this. There was once a young man who lived in a small town. His name was Daniel. Daniel had dreams bigger than the mountains that surrounded his home. But life didn't always cooperate. He faced failure after failure, rejection after rejection, yet he never stopped trying. The first phrase you will hear in this story is, "against all odds." It means to keep going even when the chances of success are almost impossible. Daniel was the kind of person who kept moving forward against all odds. One winter, a terrible storm destroyed the workshop where Daniel used to work. Everything was gone. The tools, the machines, even the wooden beams collapsed under the weight of snow. People whispered, "It's over for him." But Daniel quietly told himself, "This is not the end. This is just a new beginning." The second phrase is a blessing in disguise. Sometimes something that feels like a loss is actually an opportunity. Losing his workshop seemed like a disaster, but it forced Daniel to start again with fresh ideas. He built a smaller place, more efficient, more creative, and with more determination than ever before. At first, people doubted him. Customers were slow to come. Nights felt heavy. But Daniel reminded himself of a third phrase: when there's a will, there's a way. It means if you truly want something, you will always find a path to achieve it. And slowly, he did. Pause here. Think of your own life. Haven't you seen moments where things seemed impossible, but then, step by step, life shifted? That is resilience, the quiet power of refusing to give up. Daniel's new workshop began to attract people from nearby towns. Why? Because his work carried something different now. It carried his story, his struggle, his persistence, and people can feel that. Here we come to the fourth phrase, rise from the ashes. This means to rebuild or recover after a great loss. Like a phoenix rising after being burned, Daniel had risen from the ashes of his ruined workshop. Stronger, more inspired. But let me pause here and talk to you directly. In English, when you use phrases like rise from the ashes or a blessing in disguise, you don't just speak. You paint a picture with your words. You make people feel what you're saying. And that's the beauty of learning phrases through stories. Back to Daniel. He didn't only rise for himself. He also began to teach younger apprentices, guiding them with patience. He told them, life will test you. It will push you to your limits. But you must never forget, every failure teaches you something. Every fall prepares you for a stronger rise. And then comes the final phrase, the light at the end of the tunnel. This means hope, a sign that things will get better after difficult times. Daniel always told his apprentices, even when everything feels dark, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Keep walking. Keep believing. As the years passed, Daniel's workshop became more than just a place of work. It became a symbol. People looked at it and said, this is what resilience looks like. This is how you turn pain into progress. Pause. Think about your own challenges. They might feel heavy right now. But remember these 5 phrases. Against all odds. A blessing in disguise. When there's a will, there's a way. Rise from the ashes. The light at the end of the tunnel. Can you see how they connect with your own life? That's the magic of language. It gives you words for your feelings. It allows you to share your strength with others. Daniel's story teaches us something powerful. Resilience is not loud. It doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. It whispers, try one more time, don't give up just yet. And in those whispers you find your greatest strength. When you use phrases like against all odds in your conversations, you're not just practicing English. You're reminding yourself of what you are capable of. When you say a blessing in disguise, you're training your mind to see possibility in pain. When you speak, when there's a will, there's a way. You are strengthening your inner belief. When you describe someone who can rise from the ashes, you are honoring their courage. And when you hold on to the light at the end of the tunnel, you're holding on to hope itself. And that is the beauty of learning English through stories. Because stories stay in your heart. And when they stay, the words inside them stay too. So every time you face a challenge, remember Daniel. Remember the workshop that fell. Remember the storm. And remember how he rebuilt, phrase by phrase, lesson by lesson. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about falling, learning, and standing again. Just like Daniel, just like all of us. And as you practice these phrases, you're not only improving your English, you're also building a stronger version of yourself. So take these phrases with you. Use them, share them. Let them guide you in both your conversations and your challenges. Thank you for being here with me today. If you found this story meaningful and the phrases useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to The Wall of Wisdom for more stories that build both your language and your spirit.